Hello viewers, welcome back again. In this edition, we are going to talk about a question that is very commonly asked by a lot of patients. And that question is, we have been to a couple of centers for our IVF cycle and we have been told prices which are totally different. Why is that so? Well, there are many factors which control or which affect the cost of the IVF cycle. We're going to talk about those today. The first cycle or the first aspect is the medicines used or the hormones used for stimulation of the lady. Different molecules are available in the market and the cost differential is very high from one to the other. Secondly, the process that you are going to utilize to carry out the fertilization. It could be just an IVF process, it could be an ICSI, or it could be IMSI, where morphologically the best sperm are selected and then an ICSI is carried out. So the cost increases as also the success rate. Once the fertilization has taken place, then comes the culturing of the embryos. In some centers, they do a day 1 or day 2 transfer and a fresh transfer. This has a relatively lower cost but a relatively lower success rate as well. In centers like ours, we go in for a day 5, that is a blastocyst culture. So for 5 days, the embryo is maintained in an environment that is artificial. Obviously, it's going to cost. On day 5, we may go in for a frozen transfer rather than a fresh transfer. So the freezing and thawing costs are also involved, which are substantial. These are some of the reasons why the cost may be different from center to center or from patient to patient within the same center. So for example, if we have a patient where the couple is young and there is a minor issue, maybe just tubal blockage, everything else is quite normal. In such a situation, the patient could go for a fresh transfer in a couple of days of cultivation of the embryo. That would cost much less. But if it's an older couple where there are other issues involved, maybe an ovarian dysfunction, then in such a situation, we might prefer to go in for a day 5 blastocyst culture and a frozen embryo transfer, which is going to cost slightly higher than what it would for a fresh transfer. Now, these are the reasons why the cost can vary from center to center or even from patient to patient within the same center. Thank you.
Yash IVF Center. Wishful to Yashful.